So good morning everybody, you're all very welcome to Wednesday's Move, Breathe and Stretch class. Let's get straight into it. Time is a little bit short, maybe 20-25 minutes of move, breathe and stretch. So standing on the top of your mat, standing with your feet hip width and distance. A little bit with it if you like. Grounding your feet into the mat, engaging your leg muscles. Taking your hands to your side and tucking your chin into your chest. Before you begin your practice, now is a good time to set an intention for your practice. Asking yourself why you came to practice yoga this morning. What are you looking for out of your practice? Very often in our practice, our mind begins to wander. I like to say it turns into monkey mind. If that happens today, you just bring your awareness back to your intention. Keep your practice good and strong. So from here, you're going to place your hands into a prayer position, thumbs touching your sternum. Now interlace your fingers, take your hands up under your chin, raise your elbows up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, round your spine, reach out through the palms of your hands. Inhale, reach both hands back up over your head. As you exhale, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, squeeze your palms in towards each other, then straighten your hands. Take a deep breath here, inhale. Open the chest, exhale, fold forward. As you fold forward, bend your knees as you fold forward. Keep working your hands out over your head. Take another deep breath here, inhale. And exhale. From here, release both hands to your mat. And inhale to lift your chest, lengthen your spine. Now bend your right knee, take your right hand to the outside of your left foot. And inhale, raise your left hand up overhead. Look up towards your left hand. So right knee bends. Right hand to the outside of your left foot and your left hand up over your head. Take a nice twist to your spine. Take one more breath here, inhale. Exhale. Bend your left knee. Take your left hand to the outside of your right foot and inhale, raise your right hand up over your head. Look up. Also look to the side or look down. And holding. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly unwind. As you unwind, place both hands on your mat. From here, you're just going to step your left foot across your right foot, behind the back of your right foot. Place both fingertips either on your prop or on your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward. So the position of your legs, right leg is crossed over left leg. And you're folding forward and you're feeling a nice stretch along the back of your legs. Mostly the back of that left leg. Glutes, hamstrings, leading to your lumbar spine. Take another breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale back up to a halfway lift. Release across your legs, opposite side. Right leg goes behind the back of your left foot. Right foot behind left foot. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, fold forward. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Release the cross in your legs. Inhale back up to a halfway lift. Look forward, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward. With the rise, push your feet into the mat. Take your hands back up over your head. Inhale. As you exhale, take your right hand, grab your left wrist and sway yourself to the right. C-shape your body. Inhale, bring it back to the center, opposite side. Left hand grabs right wrist. You sway yourself to the left. Take one deep breath here, inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands back to the center. Now bring it back through your center line. And then back by your side, back to Samstiti, Tadasana. So from Tadasana, we're going to move through today. This morning, we're going to work with our sun salutation, something I'd highly recommend to be practiced every morning. We're going to do 5 of them. If you're new to the practice, I'll give you an option as we move back through our chat, or as we move towards Chaturanga Dandasana. I'll talk you through it. So from the top of your mat, standing in mountain pose, keeping your breath consistent, breathing in and out through your nose. Inhale to raise your hands up overhead, look up towards your hands. Exhale, fall forward and down. Inhale to look forward, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, step back to plank pose. Left leg, right leg back. Take an inhale and plank pose. Remember, plank pose isn't with the hips too high nor too low. And if that's the case, just drop your knees to the mat. Inhale and plank. As you exhale, we'll all do it together to start. Drop your knees to mat. This is option 1 as we lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. Point your toes away from you. Keep pushing that mat away from you as you lower right down to your mat. Inhale to Cobra Pose. Elbows tuck in against your ribcage and look forward. And exhale, you tuck your toes under and you push back to Downward Dog. So our first Downward Dog, feet are hip width and distance. Look between your feet and push them out away if you were looking for an A shape or an upside down V shape to your body. Pelvis tilting forward slightly, heels working towards the mat. Find a nice stretch along the back of your legs, through your spine. If Downward Dog is too difficult for you, you're newer to the practice, just come to Puppy Dog Pose. That's where you drop your knees to the mat, slide your hands forward. And you can do that throughout our Surya Namaskar A. Take another breath here in Downward Dog. Inhale and exhale. So if you are in Puppy Dog Pose, you come back to Downward Dog. And then we're going to make our way to the top of the mat. Look forward towards your hands. Come right up on your tippy toes. Bend your knees. Step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Lift your chest, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Root the rise, push your feet into the mat. Take your hands back up overhead. Inhale. Reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands back through your center line and by your side. So that's option 1 as we lower through from plank pose through Chaturanga Dandasana. You drop your knees. We'll go through option 2 and 3 here. So again, in your practice, take the option that suits your body. Remember, you don't have to do every option that I'm doing. Inhale to Urdhva Hastasana, look up. Exhale to Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, lift the chest. Place the hands, bend the knees, step back, plank pose, Flakasana. Take an inhale in plank pose. Exhale, option 1, drop the knees. Option 2, bend your elbows, lower all the ways to the mat. Or option 3, lower halfway down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Roll over your toes. Inhale to Cobra Pose or Upward Dog. So Upward Dog, you can see my knees and my hips are off the mat. Hands are straight and I'm lifting my chin. The deeper back bend. Exhale, push back into Downward Dog. So we'll use Downward Dog as a resting pose. But every time we come back to Downward Dog, connect with Downward Dog. The intention here in this posture is to stretch the back of the legs through the spine. Help strengthen wrist joint, elbow and shoulder. So if you're tight in your hamstrings, you're probably in a position like this. Your chest is forward a little bit. Micro bend your knees and push your hands into the mat. Lift your bum in the air. You'll get more out of this position than this. Okay. So just know where you're at in your practice and know your own body. And again, take the option that suits you. Transition to the top of your mat. Look forward, come right up on your tippy toes. Step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Root the rise, push your feet into the mat. Take your hands back up over your head. And exhale, hands back through your center line. By your side, nicely done. 3 more rounds. Inhale, raise your hands, look up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale to look forward. Lift your chest. As you exhale, step back to plank pose. You have an option if you just want to push back to Downward Dog. Feel free to do that. Stay there. Lower to Chaturanga Dandasana. Exhale. Inhale, Cobra Pose or Upward Dog. And then we're exhaling back into Downward Dog. Nicely done. 5 breaths in Downward Dog. Have a look at your fingers. Fingers are spread nice and wide. And you're pushing that mat away from you. Feel like you're stretching your mat. Again, let's transition to the top of your mat. Look forward. Come up on your tippy toes. Bend your knees. Step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Root the rise, push your feet into the mat. Inhale, bring your hands back up over your head. Palms touch, look up. Navel is drawn in. Exhale, hands back through your center line. By your side, nicely done. 2 more rounds. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, fold forward to Uttanasana. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, spine is long. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale and plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Your choice if you would like to drop your knees. Inhale to Cobra pose or upper dog. Inhale to back bend. Feel that stretch in the front of your body, back muscles warming up. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward dog. Look to your hands, come up on your tippy toes, bend your knees, step, walk or hop, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. With the rise, push your feet into the mat. Inhale, reach your hands back up over your head. And exhale, hands back through your center line. By your side, nicely done. One more round, Surya Namaskara. Inhale to Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale to Uttanasana. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to Flekasana. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga Dandasana, or hovering Chaturanga if you like. Inhale to Bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Look forward, step, walk or hop, top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to Uttanasana, forward fold. Root the rise, push your feet into the mat, take your hands back up over your head, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms touch, take a back bend here if you like, bring your hands behind you. Exhale, hands back through your center line. And by your side, just take a moment, close down your eyes. Just observe what you're feeling in your body. Observe that flow of energy. Observe the difference now. See when you first roll out your mat. You first came to practice yoga this morning. So I'd highly recommend every morning 5 sun salutes. You'll see a massive difference in your day, a massive difference in your life by just 5 sun salutes. Okay, let's work with Surya Namaskar. Open your eyes, feet together, knees together. Bend your knees, inhale to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale to plank pose. Step the left leg, the right leg back. Inhale and plank pose. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to Cobra pose or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. This time we're going to make our way to crescent pose. Introduce a few standing postures. Raise your right foot back and up, inhale. Look forward, come right up on the ball of your left foot and step your right foot in between your hands. And if it only goes halfway, just help your right foot forward. Okay, bending into your right knee, tracking it over your ankle. Hands to your hips, you're tilting your pelvis back. Feeling a nice stretch down the front of the left leg. Bending into the right knee, inhale, raise your hands. Crescent pose. Soften your gaze. Gaze is forward at one point. Again, coming back to your breath. Keeping your breath consistent. Without your breath, it's merely just a workout. So matching movement with breath. Allowing your breath to initiate the movement. Take your left hand forward and your right hand back. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist gaze all over your right shoulder. Keep bending into your right knee. Holding 3 more breaths. switch hands, swing your right one forward and your left one back and ground your left heel into the mat. So let's set up our base for Warrior 1, our foundation. Warrior 2 this is, sorry. Bending into your right knee is tracked over your ankle. Big toes of your back foot turn in slightly. Engage your thigh muscles, firm up your rib cage. And hands out shoulder height. Common misalignment here is we're puffing out at the chest and we're back bending. Take the back bend out by tucking your tailbone, so tilting your pelvis back. Drawing your navel in. And reach your hands out shoulder height. Gaze out over your front middle finger. Let's add our shoulders into it. Take your left elbow into your right elbow. Wrap your hands around each other and work your fingers up towards the ceiling. Your hands around each other, back to back, or grab your shoulders. Keeping your legs strong. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. From here, you're going to straighten your right leg. Release your hands down, bring them back up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, bring them back out shoulder height. Heel toe your back foot in a small bit. Bring your right hand forward as far as you can. And then release your right hand to your shin. Inhale, raise your left hand. Utthita Trikonasana. Trying to stack shoulders. Left on top of right. Reach that top hand up towards the ceiling. Closing all fingers. Place your left hand on your hip, look down towards your right foot, bend into your right knee, place your right hand on your floor. Okay, or your prop. You can use any prop. Shift the weight into your right leg, lift your left leg off the mat. Or Dashandrasana. Left leg, if you can, is hip height, as much as you can. And try and take the bend out of your right knee. Straighten your right leg as much as you can. And bring your left hand up over your head. 5 breaths, or Dashandrasana. This is a nice pose. You practice at the wall, using the wall as aid to keep you in the balance, to align you somewhere. Take another breath here, Ardha Chandrasana, inhale. Exhale, Warrior 2. Bend your right knee, step back. Inhale. Windmill your hands, frame your front foot, come up on the ball of your back foot, step your right leg back to meet your left leg. Plank pose, inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, raise your left leg back and up. Exhale, step it in between your hands. Push it into the mat. Inhale, raise your hands. Bending into your left knee. 5 breaths. Crescent lunge. Bring your right hand forward, your left hand back, twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Making we switch hands, swing the left one forward, the right one back, Warrior 2. I'll face you. Warrior 2. Bending into your left knee isn't falling inward, draw back, use your quadriceps, draw towards the left side of your mat. Hit your right elbow into your left elbow this time, wrap your hands around each other and work your fingers up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulder blades down your back, reach your elbows away from you, feel that broadness in your upper back. Holding for 3, 2, 1, release your hands down, bring them back up over your head, inhale. Now bring them out shoulder height. Straighten your front leg. Heel toe your back foot in a small bit. Your right hand can be placed on your hip. Left hand reaches forward. Release your left hand to your shin. Inhale, raise your right hand up over your head. Triangle pose. We're looking to create that space across your chest by reaching both hands away from each other. Top of your head draws to the top of your mat. You have permission maybe in your own body to slide the left hand down along the left leg a little bit. But we don't want this happening, is dropping the shoulders. You do that. Try to grab the big toe. Okay, we're going to keep our form. Shoulders are stacked. Look to your upper hand, to your right hand, or again, if your neck allows. If you're feeling a pain, look to the side or down. Holding. 3, 2, and 1. Right hand to your hip, Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand to the floor. So draw my left leg in a bit, shift the weight into your left leg, lift your right leg off the mat. Again, if you have a prop beside you, I would say use it. Inhale, raise your right hand. So what the prop does for me in this posture, it helps me elevate my upper body a little bit, keeps my upper body parallel with the ground. It stops this from happening. Okay, coming out of the shape, keeping more firm, getting a pinch in my hip, and by using the block it stops that compression in your hip. For me, everyone's different. Holding, 3, 2, and 1. Slightly bend your left knee, step your right leg back to the back of your mat. Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands, frame your front foot, come up in the ball of your back foot, step back to our plank pose. So plank pose, push the mat away from you. Swivel your feet. Swivel your heels to the right side of your mat. One foot in front of the other. Inhale, raise your left hand. Option to stay here. If it's too much for you, drop your bottom knee. Fascistasana. If you sore wrist, drop your elbow. If today you want to go further, lift your top leg. Push the mat away from you. Holding. 3 more breaths. Nicely done. Plank pose. Place your left hand back in the mat. 2 plank pose. Take an inhale. In plank pose. Exhale. Push right back into downward dog. Take a breather in downward dog. Side plank on the left. Roll over to plank pose. Shoulder stacked over wrist. Shift the weight into your left hand. Swivel your heels towards the left side of your mat. Inhale, raise your right hand. You have those options. Dropping your bottom knee. Drop your elbow if you have sore wrist. Lifting your top leg. Even with your bottom knee dropped, you can work a little bit more on your balance by lifting your right leg. So another variation of half moon pose, the one we did a while ago. Three more breaths, stick with it. The challenge, we want to make you come out of it. Try not. If it's painful, of course, adjust. Nicely done. Bring your right hand back to the mat to plank pose. Inhale and plank pose. Exhale, drop your knees to the mat and swing your feet forward. Well done. As you swing your feet forward, draw your feet in towards you. Allow your knees to fall to the side. So bring your feet a little bit away from your seat. So don't have them drawn all the ways up. Okay, we're going to work with star pose. Grab your feet. Inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your elbows, bring your chest forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Even at this stage of your practice, you're breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Slowly ease off. As you ease off, draw your left heel in towards you and place your right foot outside your left foot. Heel toe your feet across your mat. Point the toes of both feet up towards the top of your mat. Now take your hands by your side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Into Sukhasana, forward fold. Feel that stretch the outer hips, lumbar spine. Maybe inner groin, inner thigh. So again, our legs are active. Point your toes up towards the top of your mat. So protecting your knee joint. Using these muscles outside your knee joint by pointing your toes up to the top of your mat. Excellent. Walk your hands back in. Heel toe your feet back in a little bit and step your left leg outside your right leg. Opposite side. Heel toe both feet across your body. Point your toes up towards the top of your mat. Hands beside you first. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe bring both hands out in front of you. Now walking your hands back in. Place your hands on your thigh muscles or your knees. And just for a moment close down your eyes. So if you have more time, I'd highly recommend you'll stay in this position 5 to 10 minutes. Seated meditation, you can solely focus on your breath. Your mind wanders, you can draw your awareness back to your breath. So if you just have the 25 minutes, it's that now. I'll guide you through the rest of the practice, and if you have a little bit more time, I'd highly recommend you take seated meditation or even lying in Shavasana, lying your mat. Your body, your mind will thank you. Hands into prayer position, thumbs touch your sternum, sitting nice and tall. Take a deep inhale in through your nose, and exhale side out, let it go. Once more, if you're holding any further tension inside, let it go. Take a deep inhale. And exhale side out. Bow your head to your hands. As always, a sign of gratitude to you, to your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed your practice. Any feedback, we love to hear it. Get on to us. Other than that, have a lovely Wednesday. We're back here on the mat again on Friday. Make sure you set your alarms early in the morning. And we're back here on Friday. And next week again, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Have a lovely day, guys. Thank you so much.